Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and we come to the end of an era today. This is the last time I'm going to play PTCGO because my count is now prepped to migrate to live, and I'm going to be doing that after this game. And I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my last deck to play. Themed seemed appropriate because you start out with themed as a new player. That's what you have to do. And I still, even as things went along, I still would enjoy themed from time to time. It's a way to kind of relax. It's kind of a way to put your feet up and relax while you play a little Pokemon. Some evenings that feels good. And also, themed is going away, right? So it's something we're losing. That's not going to be part of live. So close it out with something that's been a part of my Pokemon TCGO life for a long time, themed, and picking a deck that was, I think, the very first themed deck I bought. If not, it was one of the first, and that's Relentless Flame, a really strong deck. And a good deck for beginners, partly because you have the Rapidash, which, with its coin flip for immunity to damage, makes it you win games just by that. And when you're learning a new player making mistakes, that it wins you some extra games. But also, it's just a strong deck in general. So that's not terrible. We will see what we have. Sometimes I could have used Timer Ball there to thin, and maybe I should have. I don't know. That's always a tricky question to me. All right, well, that's a very nice get in Ponyta. That's a nice get too. So I'm going to grab a Nidoqueen and a Charmeleon. That's a nice start. Now I'm up against a water deck, so I'm weak to them. I have to get a little fortunate to navigate this to victory. But it has been a good start to the game, so that part is a plus. And they didn't attach to Psyduck. Psyduck evolves to Golduck. But he can't one-shot me. I'm weak, so everything's doubled. But so I have knockout next turn. And this is the Golduck, I think, with the Amnesia, if I'm getting my sets remembered correctly. What do I want to do here? I guess I want to get into Charizard just so I don't get knocked out. Is that the play? Because otherwise... But he might knock me out anyway, right? So that wouldn't be good if he knocks me out anyway. So let's see. So I'm going to toss down another Charmander. I've decided to go not evolve into Charizard. I'm not sure if that was right or not. I'm not sure what he's going to attack with for how much damage. I think if he evolves to Golduck, but he's okay. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. My opponent's still setting up. So I'm weak, but they have not. I've started off much better than them. Getting the Nidoqueen out super fast on turn 3, the quickest you can get to it, is really, really positive. So I want to... I think I want to save that Charizard still. I guess I should have used the Timer Ball, shouldn't I? Foolish me. Foolish me. Let's see what I get. So I can... And my opponent concedes. So the deck's set up very nice. And I'm going to do one more game because that wasn't an overly competitive game. It's obviously nice to win, and beating a deck that's I'm weak to is very enjoyable. But one more game, I think, is something I want to do here. All right, so up against Soaring Storm, which is generally my go-to theme deck. I think Soaring Storm is the strongest theme deck in general. So it's, when I do events, and events obviously for the budget player are really key to get those tradable packs. But and Soaring Storm is I think the best. It's got a lot of types and all that. So we'll see how things go. There, I'm gonna have to get a good start. Of course they do also, but I think I give a slight edge to their deck with this matchup. So that's not the best start. I have a fan club though. That's not bad for next turn. So can I get all right, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get at least one head, then I would have grabbed a Rapidash to throw down a Ponyta next turn. I will probably retreat, throw up a Farfetch'd, I think, because I need to set up. So if they have water energy, they get free retreat. So they do. So therefore, I'm going to have to retreat and discard my energy. They are one energy ahead of me in terms of things there. That's an advantage to them. All right, don't evolve yet because that's a retreat cost of 2. Farfetch'd, and I think Ponyta, because that I'm probably going to need to flip a few heads this game to win, but retreat into Farfetch'd, then evolve, then attach, draw 2. Okay, so not all right. Got a Charmander, so getting things started there. I have Copycat. Hopefully, my opponent's hand size stays large. They're hitting heads isn't bad for me, in that I get more cards, and hopefully they don't have too many cards to play. I mean, this is great. So they have a huge hand here, so this is going to be a great opportunity to Copycat for myself. So play, attach to Ponyta, Copycat to a nice big hand size. This is a nice start there. Very nice start. So I think I want to throw down another Rapidash. Another Ponyta. I have the Rapidash to evolve into. That's nice. I have the 2 Charmeleons and the 2 Charizards in hand. I think I'm going to hit into them. That way I can knock them out next turn with Rapidash. I could have used I do have Professor Kukui, which I could play next turn for knockout also, because that Rapidash does 60. That does Professor Kukui adds 20 more to 80 for knockout. But saving it. I could have drawn 2 more cards. I have a lot of cards. I'm pretty well set up, I gotta say. I'm liking this position here. But I don't know. They do have a very good deck. They need to get Dragonite set up, I would say. If they can't get Dragonite set up pretty quickly, they're in a lot of trouble. Because if they get Dragonite set up, then even if I knock them, boom, can one-shot them a few times, they can power up their next attacker, and it becomes very, streaming attacks is the name of the game. Obviously, if I can flip heads a few times, I'm in really good shape. They have attacks that discard energy, so which is not great for them. Discarding energy, they can't be happy about that at all. So I need to get this guy down. So I have access to 2 the 2 Charizards to attack. So I think they might knock out my Rapidash next turn. That's the one issue I have. Do I want to? I think I just attack here. Do I want to Copycat or something? They have a huge hand, so that's really good. We'll see if my opponent can seize at this point or not. They're up against it now. So Pidgey, I'll knock that out. It evolves. It only gets 10 more HP when they evolve. So I have I'll go up 2 prizes. I would have thought they could have taken. Oh, that's right. I'm immune to damage here, so I guess they're just going to draw a card. They keep building up a huge hand size. I can copycat, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to continue to set up here. Do I want to... I need to start attaching energy someplace. That's one of my big questions. So let me... Oh, I'm not sure what to do here. Well, I know I want to get a Charizard up. My opponent's in a lot of trouble. I want to attach to Rapidash for sure. I guess I should do this to thin. I'm going to have to use at least this ability on at least one of these Charizards. I might want to save the other Charizard to try to attach manually. Is there anything else I want to do here? I think I'll just attack. I could How, but honestly, I just don't need anything else. So now it's a second heads. Honestly, it seems the Rapidash hits heads reasonably often, maybe too often. I have a Brock's Grit too, but I would wait on that until I get probably a Rapidash and a Charizard in the discard. I'm not sure why they sent up Lantern. That doesn't seem like the smartest play. It does leave me a choice. Do I want to switch and attack with Charizard? I don't think I do. I think I want to preserve my Charizard. I think I do. So they're going to get their Dragonite up, which they need to do. I think they got it up at least a turn too late, maybe 2 turns too late. Getting Pidgeotto. So do they have Dragonite? Maybe they have it in hand already, or possibly they're both prized. I know that can happen too. They play 2, so they usually aren't both prized, but it could be if they're not both prized. They should have taken the Dragonite, because I think that's what they have to do to win. I think Pidgeotto and then hoping they get good draws from that isn't the right play. They're too far behind. They've got to get themselves in position to come back. Now, of course, if I keep flipping heads, they can't win. So are they going to do anything? I don't know. Maybe they're going to concede here. I'm not sure. Okay, so they're switching out. Yeah, see what they could have done. All right, so I will get up my other Charizard. This might make them concede. They probably should have gotten the Dragonite up, and they could have started doing some spread damage with Tornadus. So what do maybe I get Nidoqueen set up, because Nidoqueen's damage output is very big, and it's my tankiest Pokemon, although Dragonite still one-shots it. So that's okay. We'll see what my opponent does. I could have made this. I was tempted to make the sad face for flipping tails, but honestly, I flipped heads before this, and I'm kind of rolling over my opponent because of that. So there's no reason to do that. All right, so they don't want to waste any energy. This deck does discard a lot of energy. They weren't able to accelerate any energy, I don't believe, to Lantern. And obviously with Dragonite, they have to discard too. So anyway, I want to take the knockout here, keep the pressure on my opponent. Gonna start getting a Nidoqueen set up here. Yeah, so this guy's good. So might as well grab. Having the Farfetch'd in play is a bit of a drag, but that's okay. Shouldn't complain about little things like that. So get Nidoqueen ready to really do some big damage. He takes the knockout. Keeping the switch is now very, very important to me. because if I believe right, I have 130 HP on Charizard. They're gonna do 120. He's down to 10, so that means I can't use Continuous Blaze. I can't use, I'm sorry, Roaring Resolve again because that'll knock me out, and I don't want to give up a prize. I know I'm in good shape, but don't need to get that cocky. Well, I don't now. What are they doing? Oh, I guess are they going to use uh, Pidgeot? Is that I believe the stage 2, the one that puts all the cards I think back in my hand? Wow, that this my opponent's not real great. So I gotta say, I don't think they're playing that well. Maybe they have some strategy that I don't understand, but they should have put the damage on because now I'm just gonna take the knockout with him. I'm just gonna accelerate to myself now. All right, so I have a bunch of energy still, and I have the basics, the other two. Might as well do this. Might as well thin some. They'll knock me out, but that's okay. Let me draw. All right, that's all right. So take knockout there. I'm getting close to Brock's Gritting. I'll get knocked out, and then I will Brock's Grit. And then what do I throw down? All right, if he's attacking with Tornadus, I don't know what my opponent's doing. Oh, I guess they want to attack. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. They'll get knocked out. They have to accelerate though. Did they attach to the bench Pokemon? Yeah, so they're my opponent's just I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of throwing this game away because now they can't attack this turn. So they're planning on going down another prize card. I don't, and that just doesn't make any sense. It just makes zero sense. They can't come back from this. Yeah, I just don't understand what they're doing. We'll see what's happening. This has been a very disappointing game, and this might be my last game in PTCGO. But this is the type of stuff. This does happen for sure, as we all know it. So let me. No, I still don't want a Brock's Grit, do I? I would like to get some energy into hand, though. So I guess I just attach. I mean, my opponent's just so they've just lost. There's nothing they can do, right? I mean, I'm just gonna attack with Charizard next turn for game. So, yeah, I don't know what's happened here. It's not the best game in the world for sure. I don't know if I wanted to do another game after this or not. Let's see what they do. I mean, I guess they don't have another dragon. I guess both Dragonites are prized and they can't get to them. Anyway, 60 for knockout. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. I have to switch. That's right. I switch with this card. I don't remember that. All right, so let me Brock's Grit because I want to make sure I have energy. And they concede. I think I had the energy, but I didn't want to be surprised that by not having the energy. So there we go. Got another win. I might unlock a couple packs here. But anyway, I'll just open the card packs. I'm not going to trade things away because I want to be done. That was not a very enjoyable game, I got to say. So I'm going to jump in one more game on the ladder, and we'll see how it goes. I was hoping to not have this take so long, but just like prepping for the transition, the migration to live, it just has been taken a lot of time and been a grind. This is proving to be that also. All right, I've been seeing a lot of water decks here. All right, I won, so I want to go first. Obviously, the fire decks are very strong and themed, so therefore it makes sense that people play water. The water decks they're good water decks too. So it's not like they're bad decks on their own anyway. All right, they have a Farfetch'd. What do I want to do here? I think I want to go aggressive here. That's what I'm thinking. So I could have gotten a Farfetch'd myself, being a nice Pokemon and not weak, but my opponent's going to draw to set up. So I really want to go hard at them. That's my goal here. So make that play. That's kind of lousy, but that's okay. Well, actually, that's kind of nice, isn't it? So I don't think I want to throw down the other Ponyta. I have knockout next turn. It's set up because I have the Nidoqueen, so I can evolve him. So this is a decent start. My opponent's start isn't that good. So anyway, if I beat another water deck here, I will certainly be glad. So they got a Squirtle down, but the Blastoise is a stage 2. So that's not. So they got a couple turns. Now the stage 1 probably can certainly one-shot my Ponyta. Might be able to. I don't know. It might even be able to one-shot my Rapidash if I didn't flip heads after my attack. All right, so attaching this Psyduck. Psyduck definitely does some good damage, and it's got, I believe, this is the one with the Amnesia attack. So that causes trouble for sure. All right, so let's see what I get. All right, so I would have preferred to do something different, but need to get. All right, so I got Rapidash. All right, so my other basic psychic Pokemon is prized, I see. So I think I better attach there to prepare for next turn. Attack. If I flip heads, I'm in very good shape. I'm in good shape because now they can't Amnesia me, so that's quite nice. That's nice. Got a Charmeleon, so I don't have to use my Nidoqueen for that. What's the basic one again? Oh, Nidoran, right? So my other Nidoran's prize, so I can't get out another Nidoqueen anytime soon. But that's okay, and the fact that I chose to stay away from the Farfetch'd early is also nice, because I probably would have had to retreat away the Farfetch'd at this point, and then I would have a bench space taken up by a Pokemon that I don't really want for the rest of the game. So they retreated, they put the Farfetch'd in because they couldn't attack, so they have one Wartortle. It's 3 energy, though, to do 70, which I'm weak, so that does 140 to me. Could one-shot a Rapidash or something. They flip tails there. That's pretty brutal also. So I want to. There's no reason to be shy here. So I want to get the knockout. So I will Professor Kukui. Timer Ball. I got 1, so I will take the Rapidash, get him evolved, and get down another Charmander so I can start working on a second Charizard. Not that I have the first one, but I should have it up next turn. So what do I want to do? I think I'll attach to Nidoqueen because since she's not weak, riding her is a useful option for this game. So going well, got a second heads, up by 2 prizes, so my opponent is in a very awkward spot. I have Nest Ball, which is a nice card, but I don't think I have another basic I want to actually play here. So I probably don't utilize it because I really want to get the was it Nidoran? Yeah, the Nidoran down. Because I only have 2 Rapidashes and 2 Charizards, so there's no reason for anything else. Okay, so I don't get knockout this turn because I don't have a Professor Kukui, and that's okay. and they concede. All right, so the deck's gone well, and none of the games have been super exciting back and forth. But at least my opponent, hey, they bricked. I get it. So I'll take that. So that was my final game in PTCGO. I was playing a fire deck up against a water deck when I was weak against, and pulled out the win there. So that's it. So I'm going to close things up here, and next time you see me, I'm going to be migrating my account into live. Take care.